We are going live.
Yes, ready are Baba.
We are live.
You're live. Ah.
You are in yellow.
I'm in yellow and
As
he's in
expected.
Rajasthan colours.
Yeah.
By the way, only one of the teams are playing today.
That's what Rajasthan are not
No,
playing.
I'm not a supporter
He's a
of
neutral.
Rajasthan.
He's a cricket lover.
Neither is Rajasthan playing today.
Yes.
Yes.
So yes, first game Punjab versus Sunrisers. Interesting thing, both are on 6 points, but separated only by net run rate.
Yes.
Because
both have
Sun-
played 5 games,
Yes.
3 wins, 2 losses.
Yeah.
And
if
both
you,
are coming off a win.
Yes, and if you predict a winner for this game, very close to call. Why? Since 2018, 8 matches, 4-4 each.
Yeah. But overall, I think SRH have the head.
SRH, hold edge. 16-8.
16-8.
I think that is
No, more than that.
16-8 is like a
No,
lot.
it's
a
16
huge
or
difference.
12-6, I think.
Yeah,
something like
12-6, 12-6, yes.
12-6
yes. 12-6.
overall.
Yep.
So way ahead, but of course those are different season, different
Yeah.
teams and not. This actually, for the first time, every time I come, I have a winner in mind. I know that this is a team that's looking better. He's absolutely right when he says close to call. For the first time, I will not make a prediction today. I'm not going to pick a winner.
But at the end you have to, at
No,
the end of this session.
This is-
Come on, you have to pick one. That
Nikhil's predictions of score and winner have been so spot on. I think
Yeah.
you have to give him that liberty today.
Saraswati,
Today I will
as
not.
I
Today
said,
I will
Ma
go
Saraswati ka sakshat
I wish I
roop
could
Nikhil.
ask for something.
Well, Saraswati को पूछने के लिए शरद चंद्र आए हैं. And he's
Sarat Chandra comes from Hyderabad.
Hyderabad, yes.
Ah,
But he's a
the
Mumbai Indians
man
fan.
from Hyderabad. By the way, now that I'm looking at Virat Kohli, we were talking about DK yesterday.
Wow.
Did you guys see that post-match interview that Virat Kohli did of DK?
No, I didn't.
So Virat Kohli did an interview with Dinesh Karthik, and I thought that was really interesting, where Dinesh Karthik said it in as many words. He said there are 2 motives, because we discussed should
Yeah.
Dinesh Karthik be back or not last night in the show. And we did a detailed discussion, 20 minutes, all the pros, cons. If you guys haven't seen it, go back and check out our last night's video. At the start, we spent 20-25 minutes talking about that. On that, yesterday after the game, I didn't get a chance to hear it, but this morning I heard Dinesh Karthik said he's 2 things that he's looking at this season. One, he wants to do well for RCB. That, of
Yes.
course, is a thing.
And of course for India. I guess.
He says he wants to play for
again
India.
for India.
He has unfinished business, and he says that there is a T20 World Cup, and he wants to perform at that stage. So there are no ifs and buts or saying, mostly what do players say? I'm doing my best. Selection for Indian team is in the hands of the selectors.
Yep.
I just want to keep performing for RCB and make them winner. He says, no, RCB, yes, I want them to win, but I have one eye on India selection. Not only whenever World Cup.
Yep.
He said it in as many words. And the biggest news to come out of that interview was Virat Kohli said that whatever you have done till now, I'm sure by now you have impressed the people high up.
Wow.
Virat said that.
See,
So
because
now Rohit will be like, hey, DK, they are great friends, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Rohit Sharma and DK
Yes.
will be there on the plane to Australia.
Yep.
But he's impressed so much. Like, I have to say, he's batting like a dream. At the start of the
I
tournament.
sent him a WhatsApp today
Ah,
saying, DK, I'm loving your...
That's what nobody thought DK would reinvent himself like this. And the man has been given a role and he's performing it so well. That finishes job. Yesterday, 100 for 5. And who takes you to 189? One guy, DK. Shahbaz Ahmed gave him support at the other end, but DK is just unbelievable right now.
DK is at a
So
stage
impressive.
where he's saying, whatever it is, give me
do
whatever
it.
I do.
I'll do it.
Yep.
No worries.
Brilliant
Whatever
to
it
watch.
is, I'll do it.
By the-
He gave a big statement. He says DK is greater than Dhoni in T20 cricket.
T20.
Yeah. T20
T20
internationals.
Yes.
T20 cricket you can't say because Dhoni
IPL,
and
I said the
CSK are.
T20Is. But
But
when
now in T20 also giving him a close fight.
very close
In terms
fight.
of finish.
Yes.
If you can think of those many encounters where Dhoni has done well, I think you can think
Yeah.
of equal amount of encounters.
Look at DK 7 years back when he was with RCB. He was picked in the 2015 RCB side also.
Yes.
There was lack of clarity, but here total clarity when it comes to bat. And when he was dropped from the Indian cricket team for the T20 setup, DK was averaging 52 with a strike rate of 140. What did DK do wrong? Just like yesterday I said, what did Shikhar Dhawan do wrong to get dropped from major ICC events? Same. What did DK do wrong? The problem is, as we pointed out, format confusion.
Yes.
When
50
yeah.
to 20, 20 to 50.
When Nidahas and 2018 and 2019 IPL happened, DK was in fantastic form. But you put him in the 50-over World Cup, he struggled.
Correct.
But again, change of format.
I saw a meme yesterday which said that DK, when he was playing Mustafizur, thought that it is Nidahas trophy.
He
There
saw
was a comment.
Bangladeshi bowler,
Ah.
28 runs he smashed.
There was a comment which says DK and Bangladeshi bowlers a love affair.
Better than Twilight. Better than Twilight.
Something like that. There was a comment there already. So today's game, getting back to today's game, I think it's a very close contest. For the first time, I don't think I'll make a prediction.
You will have to, Nikhil. We'll see.
Overall record is skewed in favor of SRH, but this season they are very close. Last 8 games, as Siddharth pointed out, very close. And again, I don't look at records in the IPL because teams change completely. It's not like you're looking at Manchester United and City because the change is gradual. Huh?
Yep.
So you can take a look
Thanks,
at that.
Nikhil. Thanks.
No, I'm just saying the change is gradual. Unlike here in the IPL where teams completely change, so you don't know. So which is why very close to call. But what are the things that you're looking forward to in this game?
One
Top
is
order,
top
both
order.
teams.
Yeah. There is
Shikhar
that-
is back in form. Mayank is
Yeah.
back in form.
And the
I
similar
think so.
fifth bowler conundrum.
I'm looking to both the bowling lineups as well.
Yeah.
Like in terms of the quality, I think so. They're very similar.
Yeah.
In terms of pace bowling department, at least.
I saw that no. So if I was to pick who's better in the pace bowling department, I'll pick SRH.
But spin Rahul Chahar.
Yeah, spin is Rahul Chahar. And so bowling, even if I give SRH the edge, batting I'm going to give Punjab the edge. So it's so close. And I mean, even though there are great performers there, like there'll be Tripathi and Makram.
Kagiso Rabada versus Marco
yeah, there's-
Jansen. Both opposite ends of the.
But whatever I saw of Marco Jansen, man, that
Bowled really well. Really well.
Oof, is he maturing so fast? We saw him in that test series
Yeah.
against India, and I thought maybe okay, red ball, yes, conditions, yes, India.
Again, one guy who was first found by Mumbai Indians.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mumbai Indians do that every time.
Actually, he was found by Virat Kohli. In
Kohli.
the sense. He got him out in the nets, and he was very impressed. So he was found, but then Mumbai Indians picked him. I think what I'm looking forward to in this game is going to be the clash of philosophies. I tell you what, Punjab is going with bang bang. Doesn't matter, we lose wickets, whatever the score, KKR style.
Yeah.
Let's just keep attacking. But Hyderabad have been the careful, that old school batting.
Yeah.
Now let's consolidate at the start. Then we have big hitters coming later. They'll get. So Williamson, do it. If Abhishek works, great. If he doesn't work, so be it. But consolidate to begin.
I think the key for SRH will be Tripathi only.
Yes.
Because he, irrespective of where he bats, that explosive nature that we have seen, we have got glimpses in the past, but this time it's really coming out to the fore.
Yeah.
Like you see him last game, 37 balls, 71,
Yes.
and he started from the word go. Like there was no stopping him. Like initially, if you would have taken 5-7 balls to play himself
Clean
into the
hitting.
innings, no, he came out, got bang bang. Like I want to just score runs
That pose-
as quickly as possible.
That pose that
It's
he did
so
of
good to
Varun
watch.
Chakravarti.
Ooh. And he just
Inside
stood
out.
there.
Two sixes, consecutive sixes. You thought Chakravarti will bowl something different and Tripathi might play a different shot. It was like an action replay of the previous delivery. Again over deep extra cover, another 6. Beautiful to watch,
What
inside
I like
out.
is he held the pose. He was allowing the photographers. Take
Yeah.
5-6
pictures
seconds comfortably.
that you
But
want.
I wish that if SRH have to boost their bowling, get Karthik Tyagi in.
Yeah, why they're not bringing him?
Why they are not bringing Karthik?
Who will he replace now? You tell me. Give me an example.
Okay, there you will bowl with Bhuvneshwar, Marco, then
Natarajan. Umran Malik.
Umran Malik.
Umran Malik is the only one.
I am saying
Yeah, but
after last game.
2 for 27.
After last game, do you think he'll replace anybody?
No, but now it won't happen.
No,
But
it
then
won't
that fifth
happen.
bowling option is a bit of a dodgy one, no? Who's your fifth
unless Suchit had a good game.
bowler?
Okay, not a bad game.
Okayish game, but yeah, I think
I thought he
will-
went for runs only.
Yes, he did
Last
okay.
over also he went
he
for
gave him the
2
last
6s
over.
and 1 4.
You
No,
gave
he
it
did
to
okay.
Russell. Come on.
No, but
Suchit did
irrespective.
okay.
So that
Open the
is-
scorecard of the last game.
So why don't you put?
He did okay. The option is Shreyas Gopal is waiting.
Yeah.
You can go with him, but they're not gone with Shreyas Gopal.
Yes.
So just on the subject
Suchit
of
3 overs 32 runs.
okay.
They were like
No, but then that's
about
skewed because he
10
was
runs.
given the last over to Russell.
No, that was because they had
botched
to
up the calculation.
No, it was not watching the calculation. They were hoping Russell would get out before the final over.
Yeah.
That's why they kept
That's
bowling
why
their
they
main
have
bowlers earlier.
But it didn't happen.
But that did not happen.
Yeah.
No, unless Shreyas Gopal is injured or something, we don't know, right? Or
I don't
has
think
some
so.
sort
He's
of
injured. I
Same
just
theory is
think-
going about Karthik Tyagi also. He was injured. That's why he's not been picked earlier.
Just going to take a few comments. Sarat Chandra, as we said, man joining us from Hyderabad, says, "Sir, cricket is a game of probability. We should just enjoy it." That's exactly what we do. But we love making predictions as well.
Yep.
And this just adds on to the fun. Sanil Kulkarni is saying that everyone's focusing on the IPL, but Pujara is 57 not out in the county game after a failure in the first thing. Yes, we've been tracking that. But I mean, it's just a side note for the moment. You know,
Yeah.
you have to see him. I think we will focus on it once there are few games that have been played and
What
how
has,
he's done. Maybe
what
we
has his
can do a-
county form been
Yeah, bit
as
of an-
compared to previous seasons?
Exactly, and that's when we can do a bit of analysis. Tarun Pradhan says, "Will Pant make it to India's playing 11 according to you guys?" Tarun, watch yesterday's
Yep.
video, post-match video. We've discussed that at length. So that answers your question. Ramesh Devasi is saying, "Do you think it'll be Ritu Raj's day?" What does the past
Okay.
experience tell
Siri,
us?
past experience of Rituraj Gaikwad states that first 3 games or first 4 games, he never gets to double digits. And in this season, the first 3 games, he got out of the 4th ball every single time. He has managed to break the jinx in the 4th match, but he reverted to form in the 5th game.
16 of 13.
16 of 13. So, he's like a, you may say, a 90s or an 80s vintage car. Starts slowly, middle there is a bit of a stutter, but at the end he just performs. I think he's not come to that zone yet.
You're hoping for that because also not many people have seen Rituraj Gaikwad for more than 2 seasons. He's been there for 2 seasons.
Yeah. But again, I am saying, I gave the Vada Pav analogy. Okay.
Yesterday.
Yesterday.
If you guys missed it, here
Yeah.
is Vada Pav.
So, the Vada Pav analogy for teams that I'm describing.
Shivam, why is that Vada Pav
Vada-
not made separately
Today.
today?
Yes.
Have you told?
Also, a lot of people when
correct.
they read Vada Pav, they think of something else.
No,
altogether.
Then make a thing.
CSK
This is no reference to
No, it is not in reference to Mumbai or a
Rohit
certain
Sharma.
RG.
No,
Rohit
Yes,
Sharma.
RS,
Just say Rohit
because we
Sharma.
discussed what Sehwag landed
Yeah,
himself
we
in a
did, we
suit
did.
when he was actually not talking about it.
Yep.
So you make that disclaimer.
Absolutely.
Not
this
about
is not about Rohit Sharma and Mumbai Indians.
Now go
so
ahead.
the Vada Pav analogy is CSK have the Vada, but they don't have the Pav. The upper and the lower order. They don't have it virtually.
They're the middle.
Yeah. Rajasthan Royals have the Pav, but they don't have the Vada. Virtually, there's no middle order in that sense. Mumbai Indians, they don't have the Vada and the Pav. No top order, no middle order.
They're making do with water only.
Water only, yes. So that is the analogy I'm giving. But in this case, you can't say that. You can't use the Vada Pav analogy for both SRH and PBKS. Both have it. They have both the Vada and the Pav.
No, but both will take offense.
Oh.
They'll say we have samosa, we have biryani, they have
They have the biryani and they have the butter chicken also.
butter chicken.
Yes.
The
No,
other day
can
he was.
Can I correct you? That's why I say your knowledge of North Indian food is zilch. That's why you should not comment. Butter chicken is not a Punjabi dish. Butter chicken is a out and out New Delhi.
Delhi
dish.
Why do you think when Delhi was playing the other day, I said butter chicken? He was talking about
yeah.
It
culinary
was
delights.
born. The dish was actually born. I'll give you some history. Butter chicken was actually born in Daryaganj.
Daryaganj. Yeah. There's a very
Moti
famous
Mahal.
Moti Mahal.
Moti
Moti
Mahal,
Mahal in
yes,
Daryaganj. You know how it was born? So it had actually started in Northwest Frontier or somewhere in
Yeah.
Pakistan. The owners, and then after partition they came here. And how it started? Quick history about butter chicken. So I love my.
Now I'm hungry, man.
Basically-
I'm going to go out after this and have.
Basically, what they did, like they used to have tandoori chicken, which used to be prepared for the night. The remaining tandoori chicken, the owner came up with a recipe saying that it's not as fresh now because the juice goes out, so no point serving it next day. The same tandoori chicken, so it go waste. So how is it? Because the taste will not be there, customers won't like it. So how is it that you utilize that tandoori chicken? So that he said, let's put it in a gravy so that that the dryness of that chicken goes
Okay.
away, because a day later it will become dry. Let's develop a gravy, and then he developed a gravy of butter and things like that. That's how butter chicken was born in Daryaganj in New Delhi.
I wish I was like KL
No, you get
Rahul.
butter chicken outside, by the way. So if you want to have,
I
you
wish
can
I was like
go
KL Rahul
have
when I
butter
listen to
chicken
this.
outside in our office mess.
Yeah.
Vedant Garg is saying, Nikhil sir, off the topic question, how would the panelists rate Pep Guardiola as a manager? I just love what he does. He's my favorite manager. That's all I can say. I'm not going to get into the details.
Not
It'll be a
mine,
different
not my favorite.
He's a Manchester United fan,
have
so
to
it will
say,
not be-
but have to say that Pep Guardiola is amazing.
He's a United fan, so clearly.
No, but I'm still saying he's amazing. Undoubtedly.
Any thoughts on
Lost yesterday. Unfortunately, lost yesterday.
Yeah.
We did a video live on that as well.
Yep. And Ronaldo's hat-trick helped Manchester United win.
But I have to say, against Norwich also, we were struggling like anything. It has to be said that as a United fan, I was like, what is going on? How can we concede 2 goals? That second goal we conceded is like, what a joke.
I know.
Anish Nakra, very good question. Besto versus SRH should be an interesting clash. Firstly, I think Besto has had a cold IPL so far. He really needs to step up. That batting lineup we said is looking dangerous because now Shikhar has struck form. He was getting 20-30s, but now he's got a big one under his belt.
Yeah.
Then Mayank Agarwal has come into form
Scored a 50
and
was one of
batting
the
at
best last
a
game.
great strike rate. Then you have Liam Livingstone in
Breaking.
good form.
Mayank Agarwal ruled out today. Shikhar Dhawan will lead.
Oh, that's the big news.
That's the big news. Mayank Agarwal ruled out. And actually,
No
it is
Mayank Agarwal.
Yeah, it's a swap actually.
Now, see, I was saying that I will not
Now,
make a
Besto
prediction.
will open, I guess.
And I said I will not make a prediction. Now I
Yes.
think I may make a prediction.
Yes.
Now that Mayank has been ruled
I
out.
know.
Big blow.
Big
Shikhar
blow.
comes in. But just staying on Besto, now the responsibility, because he's not been in great form, responsibility on Besto increases.
Yep.
And I think
Not to forget, Shikhar is also playing against one of his former teams.
Shikhar is playing. And I think
It is a-
Natarajan
Yeah.
is the guy for Besto.
It is a swap. Nicholas Puran is playing for SRH against Punjab, his former
Yep.
club.
Yeah.
Besto for SRH.
Yeah.
SRH.
That's why
yes.
Besto.
So
Dhawan
definitely-
also against SRH.
But I'm saying, watch out for
Also, Makram.
Natarajan.
Makram was also in Punjab Kings.
Yes.
So now he has gone to Sunrisers.
Yes.
That's why I kept laughing that both Puran and Makram, who were at Punjab Kings, have gone to Sunrisers this season.
Yes. Sunrisers have won the toss and they
What are the
bowled.
chances? I say that
Six
times.
6 toss he has won.
Yep.
Oh, Williamson has got
The anti-Virat Kohli.
Yeah.
insane. How can he win so many tosses all
But I hope he
consecutively?
converts that into a win today. He's
Oh,
lost.
so we know who you are supporting.
Yeah.
Anyway,
King Kane, man.
again, he's chosen to bowl.
Yes.
Firstly, it's a day game, so no clear advantage
Yeah.
of batting second as such. And last 2 games, even though they were yesterday,
Yeah.
both games, team batting first
First
at one.
one,
It's
yep.
beginning to change. Yet it's a blind thing that captains
Yeah.
are doing. Win the toss, bowl first.
I think they just feel that it gives them a better opportunity to win the game.
Also, I think it's now worked for them 3 games in a row. I know it didn't work for them
For
in
the
the first
first
2
couple
games.
of games, but still
Yeah, he
persisted,
persisted
with
with
it.
it.
0-28. 28 times the teams have won the toss have chosen to bowl. And no one has yet chosen to bat. Wow.
That's incredible. Actually.
That is, I know. I think never it has happened.
Has it happened before?
I cannot
I think
recollect.
this makes a video if you can take out data as to when it
Sure.
happened, what. I think it's an interesting data.
How many times have teams won the toss and chosen
Which season,
to...
how
which season?
often?
Yes, that will be
And what did it?
No, in,
any way-
in comparison, what is this? 27th game?
28th game.
28 game.
28.
So 28 out of 28 they have
bowling.
chosen
to bowl.
That's what I'm saying. Has it happened ever? Such consistency.
I will
in
see.
teams?
I think it would not have happened with such consistency because earlier teams used to bat first quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the game has changed
That's what we'll have to-
completely.
I'll remove
That's
the
what-
data. I will
Take
do
out
that.
data.
Do that. It'll be an interesting.
Very
take.
interesting. And
Yes.
also, just compare it to the results.
Yeah.
As to was it basis of results, was that happening, or was it just just because sometimes conventional wisdom told you
Yeah.
that chasing is good.
Because
and
for
things are-
example, if you
So
have to...
SRH are unchanged.
Yeah, no
expected,
surprise.
expected.
The only thing again, Shreyas Gopal, I thought they may give him a chance for Jagadish and Suchit, but they
Yes.
haven't. Also, wouldn't have been fair on him. Also, you
Yeah,
play him
one
one
game,
game.
yeah.
It's just that the fifth bowler is still a concern
and
for
you
them.
gave him a thankless job bowling to Russell.
So
in the
fifth
death
bowler
over.
concerns for them, for
Agreed.
Punjab also because Odin Smith will be there.
Okay, that's what. I had a rant against the Mumbai Indians that day. Any team that gives 4 wickets to Odin Smith, who was at the lowest ebb of his confidence, deserves to finish last.
What if this inspires him now to do so well?
Even then they're
but
out.
their bowling is a problem.
Even then they're out. 10 teams.
No,
16,
not Mumbai. I'm saying
It's a
Odin
Odin.
Smith. What if he inspires
Actually,
himself?
I'm just saying like the opponents, SRH, must be very happy he picked up 4 wickets. He's like, that way at least he'll get to play. Had he not, then he would have been dropped.
No, look at how Mumbai Indians' state is pretty bad. You give 4 wickets to Odin Smith. On top of that, Odin Smith goes on to shout at Devon Brevis. I mean, come on, that is, you reach the lowest of the low. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but Odean Smith also has been very lucky.
Yeah.
I think any other team
Big-hearted.
would have dropped him.
Big-hearted guy.
Big-hearted, yes, but would have been dropped. Those 4 wickets also came at a cost.
Yeah.
And SRH would be very happy he picked up 4 wickets.
He's better than Sheldon Cottrell.
I think
Cottrell
so.
got
Punjab
5 sixes.
I know Punjab will play Prabsimran Singh then, I guess, in place of Mayank Agarwal.
Mayank,
Yeah.
He's an opener.
So one change definitely happening for Punjab. The captain Mayank Agarwal is out. Shikhar
Yeah.
opening. I think captaincy, not too much of a difference. I think Shikhar could do a reasonable job, and so
Yeah.
you won't miss Captain Mayank, but you're definitely going to miss Mayank the batsman, especially
yes.
after the last inning that he played. So that
Okay.
is going to be interesting.
Markram, Pooran, Williamson, Marco. Okay, somebody's hitting that. I think you're right. It might be Prabsimran getting the cap.
Rest are same. Vaibhav Arora,
No, but
Chahar,
this is SRH.
Ashdeep.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. I saw the team was there. Na? Ashdeep is there.
No, I think the Prabsimran makes sense. But another wicketkeeper batsman.
The bowling was.
How many
same.
wicketkeeper batsmen? Bairstow, Jitesh Sharma, Prabsimran now.
Wow, 3.
3 in the team.
Yep.
If he is there. We are not sure whether he is there or not.
Jay Thakkar has an interesting question. Is this the first IPL that a captain and a vice captain of India in the same IPL team?
We'll have to check that out.
But with Dhoni, no, there was never a vice. Was Raina ever a
Raina
vice
was
captain?
not the
No,
vice
he
captain,
wasn't.
is it?
So
Oh yes, you're right. Prabsimran Singh's the only change.
Yeah. Expected.
Vaibhav Arora, Arshdeep.
And I think so he'll bat 1 down or something because Bairstow will
Bairstow
open
will open.
alongside Shikhar Dhawan.
And what are the chances? I think Natarajan gets best.
Maybe, yes. That can happen. But
Natarajan-
Bhuvi, early swing, maybe that.
Bhuvi also, as he got that swing, for the first time I saw this IPL season, bringing the ball in.
Yep.
That is what was missing with Bhuvi.
Missing, yes.
And that Yorker towards the deck.
Brilliant.
He had Russell
3 times.
lying flat,
Yep.
which is a rarity. So
Yeah, that's the
5 dot balls was 5 dot
Yeah.
balls. Umran Malik finally, last game, I think so, he bowled according to the plan.
are you making Gamezy?
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
If you haven't made your team, please download the Gamezy
Have
app.
to remove
Siddhant
Mayank
is one
Agarwal now.
hardcore fantasy player. He goes to Gamezy as soon as the teams are done,
Yep.
makes his fantasy teams and tries to share those tips with you as well every day here. So do check out his videos because you stand a chance to win up to 5 crore. Yesterday we
Yes.
have a viewer point out he put 1 rupee and won 360 rupees on Gamezy.
Wow.
On 1 rupee.
Yep. 364. You must have listened to your fantasy tips.
I
Yeah.
hope so.
Yeah. So you know what will enhance the Punjab Kings' batting lineup and put them a notch above SRH if Shah Rukh Khan fires.
Yeah.
Shah Rukh Khan has not yet
He fired a bit, I think, last game.
very sporadically.
yeah.
But then
Yeah.
if he sustains the form that he did for Tamil Nadu, then that batting will have a different level altogether.
Yeah. Just to also answer Jay's question about captain and vice captain in the same team, so it could be Dhoni, but there was no vice captain with him. Then there was Virat. Did he have any vice captain under him?
I think there was of overseas guy only. I think it was AB
Yeah.
who was the vice captain.
Never. So, but also just a reminder that Jasprit Bumrah is also not a permanent vice captain as such. I think what they're going to be doing is rotating vice captains.
Rotating vice.
So they could be KL Rahul at some point.
Maybe when Mumbai Indians, when Rohit was injured, Pollard captain. Pollard is the captain.
No, he's talking about the same Indian
team. Oh,
captain or vice captain of
Raina,
India.
Dhoni comes close.
But was Raina vice
He
captain?
he
I
was
don't
for a
think
certain
so.
period of time.
Was he?
We'll have to
I
check.
can't-
I'll
I
check
can't
and then
recall.
only we'll confirm.
I cannot recall. Gaurav Sachdeva says Makram should bat up the order. But Makram, how do you, unless you push Abhishek, which is what I said at the start. In that sense, then you can either have Tripathi opening and then Makram comes up. But
Correct.
at the moment, I don't think so. There's Puran also. So
Yeah, I think Abhishek has done well. You're not chopping
yeah,
down.
now
you look
Gaurav
settled.
not now. So at the start, maybe
Also,
they could
Markram
have
did well
gone-
in the middle order as well. So
Exactly.
now
That game
we
against
also
KKR.
thought that they could have made this change after the first 2 games. But now that it has worked for them, I don't think they're going to be making
Anyway,
any changes
between
to it.
Makram and Puram, one of them will be at 5. So which is
Yep.
too low for either of them. And the only way you can sort that really out is if Abhishek comes down. But that I don't think is happening now.
Yes.
Ayan Mehti says, Nikhil sir, do you work 24/7 in the office? No, Ayan. Just 2 days I joined you from a remote location also, na? Was I in office? No. I think you were not there with us those 2 days.
Yeah, I think so.
Thursday, Friday. But the thing is, we're mostly in office. That is true, all of us,
Yeah.
because we love watching cricket, coming down and discussing it with you guys. So yes,
Yep.
we're literally in office. I think the only thing missing for us in office is a couple of bunk beds. Once
beds,
they
yes.
come in here, I think everything is sorted.
Trust me, if in the
We got-
May and June, when the heat becomes unbearable, I might have to move here for having the AC, man.
Are you going to move because of the heat, or you want to run away from wife and kid and be
Because
in
of
a
the heat.
peaceful situation?
I don't want to scare a guy who's going to get married soon. So
Still some time left.
Yeah.
Now I guess I'll have to contemplate after hearing such things.
Yash Vilankar is saying Siddhant must be happy yesterday's hat-trick by CR7.
I was really happy to see CR7 score a hat-trick also, like considering he's 37 scoring hat-tricks even now. That's a great thing and all. But
60th hat-trick, right?
seeing that Manchester United team concede 2 goals again from Norwich City, okay, and the way we conceded it, horrible. I felt that game should have been a cakewalk for us with the kind of quality players we have, but that quality just doesn't seem to sort of transform onto the field. They've been struggling, and it was again for me a poor performance, and we got lucky with that 3-2 result.
Yeah.
Thanks to Ronaldo.
60th career hat trick, right, for Ronaldo?
60th or 50th?
I think it's 60th. We'll have to check.
Football, leave it.
Yeah, I can be pretty good at that.
32, 13.
You
Could be,
just
yeah,
now-
it could be 60th. Could be 60th.
Say hi to Study Moto. Hi, Study
Hi,
Moto.
Study.
Study motto? No study motto. Never was for me. That study is your motto. Never.
I study.
But he's a regular watcher, and I'm also very happy to be back in the studio. So glad that you could join us. Syed Irfan, let's try and address this. This is a good question, and I like questions that we can spend time and answer. Why is Umran proving to be so expensive?
If you had looked at the previous game, he wasn't.
Darshan, I'll answer your question next. Yeah, go ahead.
And if you looked at the previous game, he was not that expensive. 2 for 27, conceded only 2 runs to Andre Russell when he was in that zone to go after every ball. I think what was missing prior to that KKR game for Umran was control over line and control over length. He rectified that brilliantly. He still touched 150 kmph. And that is why 2 for 27 in 4 overs is a far cry from the Umran Malik who conceded over 12 runs in economy rate in the previous 4 games on an average. Control of line and control of length with a little bit of late swing, that makes any fast bowler touching 150 potent. Why did Dale Steyn celebrate when he got rid of Shreyas Iyer? That Yorker, that low dipping Yorker, because he's worked on his variations also.
I think so. He celebrated because their plan worked.
Yes.
They bowled short deliveries to him. Shreyas Iyer, as you see, he was trying to back away.
And then he bowled the Yorker.
Thinking it might be a short delivery and he might uppercut it
Yes.
or play it late. Okay, but he did not realize that the Yorker will come his
was
way.
there. So
that's why the plan worked. I thought, and that's why they were celebrating.
Control of line and control of length. If Umran maintains that, he will not be an expensive bowler.
Why is he being expensive?
I think it's just that raw pace, as he's pointed out. I think as a good fast bowler, you need a balance of that correct line and length plus pace, and that's what players like Lockie Ferguson do get at times. But sometimes they also go for runs. It's not just Umran Malik, because when you're bowling at that faster pace, even an edge might go for a 6, a 4, and we saw that he was trying to bowl short, but was not well directed. If you're directing it at the batsman, he'll find it very hard to play it.
Yep.
But if you're putting it well outside off, he just has to open the face of the bat and get a simple touch so that it flies, which kept happening. If you remember again Lucknow Super Giants, if I'm not wrong, KL Rahul played 2-3 strokes like that, where he just opened the face of the bat and it went for a 6 or a 4. And a lot of people did that in the first 3 games against Umran Malik. Last game, he got his short delivery right.
That hard length,
He kept troubling the batsmen, and they found it hard to score runs because he was targeting their bodies.
Exactly.
Earlier, that wasn't the case.
See, if you look at all the pace bowlers, express pace, 155, 150 plus, who were the most accurate and who had great success? Brett Lee and Shane Bond. Brilliant. They had line and length, they hit the hard lengths well, and they also had swing. But if you look at the others who didn't have success, like Sean Tate, for some time he did, but he lost control. Marchand de Long.
Sean Tate lost control like for a good while. I think
For a
so.
good while.
He kept playing a lot of games for even Australia, even for his domestic sides.
Yeah.
But he kept giving away runs, kept going for runs, and that was a problem because pace, if it's not controlled properly, can reap a lot of rewards for the other team.
Other team. Same for leg spin. No, it's an art. Pace bowling is also an art. So leg spin, Vaughan was accurate. McGill wasn't that accurate. He bowled plenty
McGill, I thought he was just unfortunate to born in the same era as Shane Warne.
But if you look at it, he didn't have lack of control. He used to do a lot of full tosses or short balls.
If Vaughan was not there, he would have played 120, 130 test, Stuart McGill. Anyway, now let's hear it from the expert.
Yeah. Why I think Umran Malik is being expensive. I think his biggest problem has been length. So if you see earlier, I mean, with that pace, he was bowling in the slot, and so you know that is what you expect out of him. No variation in terms of that as well. Now, what you saw, that one variation which got him that wicket, that happened rarely. That one variation. I think you need to develop variations more often than not. So your fast ball is effective when you have other things. That's when I'm scared of that fast ball. But if I know that every ball is going to come at that pace, then I adjust myself. And the lengths that he was bowling, he went on the hard lengths, but I'm saying there was a time where the hard lengths on that pitch last game, the batsman was struggling. Case in point is Shreyas, because he anyway. And then also that first ball, he scares him. He gets that edge with that short pitch ball which goes past the slip. But after that, bowled him a length which he hit for 4.
Yes.
Right. But later, of course, bowled that Yorker and got his wicket. But I'm saying he needs to mature a bit more. Figure out when to scare the batsman, when really not to scare the batsman, when to tempt him into that false sense of confidence, which a lot of fast bowlers have. The one thing that also he's missing, and a lot of fast bowlers miss that, and Brett Lee and Steyn, that's why they were so effective, because they had it along with the pace, was swing. Umran doesn't have it. Brett Lee got that, Steyn got it, could seam the ball at that pace, and that's a rare ability.
Could seam the ball also.
Exactly, which is what right now Umran doesn't have. So as you say, he doesn't have too many options in his armory at the moment. If he can develop that, pace is not going to alone single-handedly help him be less expensive.
You're correct. I think so. You need to develop variations also. And we saw that, like, even when Lockie Ferguson, he was going for runs. Butler had hit him for a 6. What came? That slower in-dipping Yorker that was 20 kilometers per hour, less than his previous delivery. So, and that outfoxed Butler. Butler had no clue. And it is what is needed, I believe, from Umran Malik also. And thankfully, there's Dale Steyn in the camp, so maybe he's helping him out.
I saw somewhere that Dale is really helping him out. And he's the best guy to do it. The only thing is that certain things come with time, but good bowlers are the ones that pick these things quicker. So I'm not saying that Umran has to be a finished product now, but the quicker he does it, the better. And best bowlers do it. There's no point maturing, for a fast bowler. A batsman can take time to mature, but a fast bowler's career anyway is so limited, and you can only bowl at your best for a very short period of time before injuries take their toll.
We forgot a couple of bowlers in that list. Mitchell Johnson, he was also very quick, but he also lacked control, but he developed it later.
There was that period where he was unplayable.
And Waqar Yunus, man, that reverse swing.
The king of reverse.
That's what I'm saying. So pace alone doesn't do that. You need to have either a seam movement like Steyn, or Yorkers like Waqar, or sensibility like Wasim. Again, Yorkers, reverse swing. You need to develop. Just by bowling 155 doesn't really work out.
But 155, man.
Varun Arun
used to bowl
Varun
really
Arun actually.
Varun
you
Arun
made me talk like
Varun Arun.
You made him look like
Dada, Varun Arun. Varun Arun actually, if you remember, bowled also very quickly.
155.
But lacked that penetration because of the control. And that's a problem at
Umesh
times.
is still touching me, but he's in control now.
Just to add to that, Nothing, who's a regular watcher, hi Nothing, he says after match, Dale Steyn said that while he and Muthaiya were discussing with Umran that he should bowl Yorkers, and then Shreyas got out, that's why we saw that reaction.
After 2 short balls, 1 Yorker, that did him in.
So Steyn asked Muthaiya if you want to bowl Steyn, you should bowl like Muthaiya that Yorker. He said no, I don't think so. You bowl a Yorker, and he bowled a Yorker. That's why he was
celebrating. Yeah, that's true. That's exactly what he's pointing out. Weber Vayakar is saying CSK. Weber will take CSK questions in the next.
We have the.
But I take your
CSK
question now and get him to answer. CSK should drop Raidu. He's not connecting the ball. That's true actually, and go with Jagadishan. At least that will make him very happy. One player from Tamil Nadu will feature in the 11, which Sid has been waiting for very long. He's been cribbing since the start of the IPL that we don't have one local player.
But do you really think they'll drop Raidu?
No, may not. That's why I'm saying we'll discuss
Also,
that.
Jagdishan has been there since forever.
Forever.
Okay, never
They didn't play our Sai Kishore and he went to another
Sai
team.
Kishore went to another team, still hasn't played at all for them.
Bahar Ali is from Pakistan. He's saying Hardik Pandya and Natarajan should be in India's Asia Cup and World T20 squad. They are match winners. Completely agree with Hardik. Yes, definitely.
Yep.
He's in the form of his life. The thing with Natarajan is he's impressed. Firstly, let us get that out. He's impressed. He's bowling well. The thing is that there is a massive competition happening for those 4 fast bowlers that will be in the squad.
Yeah.
And so I mean 3 names you know now: Harshal, Bumrah,
Jasprit,
and Mohammad Shami.
Shami.
3 are there. So 4 or at best 5 they take in the squad. So those 2 spots. Then there is
Chahar.
One guy-
Chahar is a bit injured. So we
yeah,
don't know.
Deepak Chahar, I don't think so.
Shardul is one guy. He bowled well
Yeah.
last game, and now with hitting at the bat. I mean, because you may need like that all-rounder sort of an option. Though Harshal is also that. He's one guy. Khalil Ahmed is another one bowling very well. But Natarajan with that left arm, I think is.
I think so.
slightly
Natarajan
better.
will be picked ahead of Khalil for sure because
For now, yes.
Yeah.
For now, yes.
Yep.
For now, yes. But I'm just saying, you know, Siraj
never know.
started badly, but now he's come into his own. Got 2 wickets in the
That's so
game
Siraj.
before that.
That's okay. I still
No,
don't.
now he's had 2 decent games.
He's had 2 decent games.
2 back-to-back. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But
Could be.
Siraj
Could be.
has to thank hand of God for 1 wicket. Virat
Virat
Kohli.
Kohli. I saw the catch. I saw the catch.
It is labelled hand of God.
Also Rishabh Pant's wicket, right?
He swung himself off his feet as always.
I think Virat put a post out about. Was it now? I just saw it on social media. He said, you know, the difference between a good catch and a good attempt is the work you do in the gym.
Oh yes, that's by the physio Shankar.
Basu.
Basu.
Yeah, who
Shankar Basu.
Virat really swears by.
Yep. He
So
does.
he, I think, put it out
Yeah, he
and give him due credit. He didn't claim that quote is his.
Yeah.
He gave Shankar Basu the credit. Bappa Ditya is here.
Hey, Bappa
Hello.
Ditya.
He's saying, how good is Kane Williamson as a T20 player? He was a cult-like status in ODI and Test, but he's exceptional in T20s. He's asking. I think he's, even in T20, he's outstanding.
He's a genius when it comes to reading the conditions.
Yes.
Clearly admitted. He's a genius.
As a captain.
Yep.
I think this, because he's coming off an injury, you need to give him some more time, but he's been consistent.
No, but he
He's
has
getting
played
back.
1 match-winning innings
Already.
Yeah.
Already, yep.
No, but I think as the tournament progresses and you know you just shrug that injury off, you start getting that confidence back. That's also, you know, we often talk about just the injury pain and stuff, but I think the biggest impact an injury has is the confidence of any player.
That's true.
And that takes time. So while niggles with the injury or being tentative with the injury is one thing, it's just the confidence also. I think that may take time. And I don't know why I feel Williamson is that kind of a guy who's not, he's not that in your face, overly confident type of guy. He's a more reserved, quiet. sort of a
Williamson
fellow.
being in your face is something I can never imagine
So
in my life.
such guys, if you've played sport with such guys, these are guys who sometimes need some reassurance, and that happens when they keep playing, and then they build their confidence gradually.
That is true.
Some just come back from an injury and feel, oh, I rule this world.
Surya Kumar Yadav
Yeah.
came back from an injury and suddenly 150,
Yeah.
160, 240 is like playing like he never left.
He never left,
Absolutely.
yep.
But I think so Williamson's cause is also being really held by Rahul Tripathi.
Tripathi.
Oh, yeah.
Also he has taken so much pressure off Williamson because if Tripathi wasn't firing, also Williamson would have struggled.
And his bowling lineup is also falling into place pretty well.
I thought we expected that from SRH bowling because we knew that Bhuvi is there, Natarajan is there, and Umran Malik, irrespective of whether he has
Yeah.
given runs, we thought their bowling is still fine. I thought their batting was the weaker suit.
No, but I'll tell you why. Because they had come to this IPL on the back of certain players not playing for a long time. Natarajan had not played for a long time. Bhuvneshwar had not played for a long time. Umran was untested.
They are playing foreign players who don't get into their national sides only.
Yeah,
You look at Aiden Markram. Aiden Markram is part of the squad but hardly playing for South Africa in
Yeah.
T20s.
Yep.
Somebody like a Resi Vander Dussen got an opportunity in the South African side after 2-3 games. He's more of a regular than
Yes.
Markram is.
Yep.
And Markram somehow is proving them right because 150 in that first game, last game again 60 odd runs, unbeaten, took them home along with Nicholas Puran.
Correct.
Rajat Ahir wants to know, what is the future of Rohit in the Indian team, sir? The future is that he's the captain, he's leading your team in the World Cup. That's the future for now.
Yep.
And maybe, of course, the T20 World Cup and then the 50 over World Cup. So that's the immediate future I can see for a year, 2 year. After that,
We will
Who
all
knows?
discuss the future Rohit Kohli after the end of the 2023 ICC World Cup.
I think so. Yeah.
I think that then only, yeah, because
It doesn't make sense to
these
talk about
next
it
2
now.
years we know they're going to be there,
Yep.
and you never know one of them if they decide to opt out of their own also, because they are
Everybody can't be Dravid
they
and
can
Lakshman.
decide on their own, and I think that we owe it to them.
Everybody can't be Dravid and Lakshman.
Weber Vakar is saying why selectors not considering Rahul Tripathi for India internationally. He's the best uncapped player in the IPL. He's destructive and he can play with the conditions. Weber, at the moment, I also find it very tough for Rahul Tripathi because you know in the batting order that he bats, there's too much of competition there, and just let's say he has an outstanding IPL this time and he had a very good IPL last time. Still, I would not hurry because there is no slot. But keep in mind, earlier I do think that there were times where you know a lot of players were injured and you were picking everybody. I don't want to use Tom, Dick and Harry, but you were picking a lot of guys on the basis of one good IPL. And if that was your yardstick, especially when some very well-known and well-established players were injured, that's when you could have picked a Rahul Tripathi as well. But I think you were unfair to him at that time when a lot of other guys got chances, he didn't. For now, I'm not pushing him also in the Indian team for the T20 World Cup. Doesn't work like that. But you never know, he's still young. Keep him in mind. And after that cycle of 2023 World Cup,
Keep him as your regular.
or assuming you're looking at, let's say, supposingly India doesn't have a great T20 World Cup and you're saying okay, 50 over we are concentrating with the same core group, but T20 let's start experimenting from now only for international or bilateral, then you could look at a young
Maybe
team.
only after the T20 World
No,
Cup.
the
Yes,
problem
after
is the problem is compounded by the fact, okay, in the Indian cricket setup, the seniors are doing well, your under 19 team is doing well, even the IPL stars are doing well.
Yeah.
So there you can pick a team of only 15, squad of 15 and playing 11. You can't pick 19 or 20 and playing 14 or 15. You can't do that.
Supra Sarkar is saying after reaching middle of the season, still not middle, things few more games to go. Yeah,
Just about 1/3 is over.
not
No,
more than
28th match, 28 are more than 1/3.
more than that.
74 games.
Actually, it's exactly 1/3, right? No,
84 will be
84 will
1/3.
do it.
Yeah. So he's saying after reaching middle of the season, I'm sticking with my earlier top 4 prediction, that is DC, RCB, Lucknow and KKR. What about you guys? Do you want to make any changes?
I'll still
Gujarat
stick.
Titans in place of DCA.
I never.
That is your thing.
No, but like I had picked Lucknow,
Yeah.
Chennai, Rajasthan, and Punjab. Those were my 4.
So
And I think so out of those 4, I think I'm only confident about Lucknow per se. Rest I don't know. But
I
still,
also picked Lucknow. I had picked Chennai. I'll stick to that. DC, I'm starting to have third thoughts.
You're
but
sticking to Chennai.
I'm sticking with Chennai.
I'm also sticking
But
with
I have
Chennai.
to change for MI. They are out of the equation.
MI I never picked. I knew they're not
Yeah.
going to do well because
So
auctions.
instead of MI,
we
I'll
knew
pick
that
GT.
Got it.
I have to change it now because MI are out.
I had picked Punjab, Lucknow, SRH
and RCB.
and RCB.
You picked.
Yes, I'm sticking to those.
Yeah,
I'm
maybe
sticking to
they
those.
might prove to be.
I think-
Much to the disappointment of Saransh, there's no
Gujarat,
KKR.
who knows, all of you three know Gujarat in top 4.
We
I
haven't.
put Gujarat.
I'm not- he's
I
taken
changed
them
from
now.
Mumbai. I had to change to Gujarat because
You had picked Gujarat at the start of the season in top 4.
No,
Huh.
I'm saying in place of East.
No, what's the point of changing now?
Yeah, right.
It's not that Gujarat is sitting with 5 wins and everyone else is there. There's a gap of 1 win between all
Yep.
teams.
Just
So,
2 points separate 7 teams.
Yeah. You look like a fool. You change now one team, then again Gujarat loses.
I think if
3, then you
CSK
say, "No, I
lose
want to
today,
change."
if
No, I'm
CSK,
sticking with
I'm saying if
CSK,
CSK lose today, then I'll think about it. But right now, I'm sticking with my predictions.
My
also.
God, that's nice to hear. 2 guys still sticking with him. I can understand.
Yeah.
He lives,
Why
breathes,
me?
eats.
Nikhil,
Yeah,
why
why
you,
you?
man? What's wrong with you?
No, but MI was practical. They're out. You
One comment of Darshan. Yes, Darshan, I said I'll take your comment. He's saying, Nikhil sir, in your episode of best foreigners, Warner was not considered. Most 50s, best average, top 3 in most IPL, captain of a champion team. I feel consistency and impact is unparalleled. Good call. Actually, I had mentioned David Warner. If you see that discussion, I had said, but we just had to pick one. And so
We were only allowed to pick one player because we knew otherwise the episode would go for hours only.
Hours, yeah.
So that's why he picked somebody, I picked somebody. If you guys, if some of you haven't watched that episode of ours, we did it
Yeah,
like
by the way, if-
Shark Tank style,
Yeah.
and it's really nice. Like we all had a lot of fun doing
Yeah.
it. So go check it out.
By the way, Darshan, if not Kyron Pollard, if I was given a choice of 2, I was picking Dwayne Bravo.
And I was picking Shane Watson.
Watson. Yeah.
Okay, one final question I'll take before we take our prediction. This is from Mojindar Suhail. He says, who's Mr. IPL for you till now? By the way, in that interview, Virat said for me, the Mr. IPL this season has been Dinesh Karthik. Virat said that.
I think
I can't disagree with that.
undoubtedly. Like I
Dinesh
can't
Karthik?
disagree. Yeah.
Dinesh Karthik.
I'm
yes.
going with Hardik Pandya.
No, I
Mr.
think
IPL for me so far.
Karthik has had bigger impact than.
That's your call. I think Hardik Pandya with
Maybe
the ball,
if we have
with the
to-
bat, with as a
Captaincy.
captain.
He's been a revelation as
I
captain. Or maybe if you want
I've been
Mr.
blown away by Hardik Pandya.
If Mr.
DK, I
IPL
knew could do this.
I really like Hardik Pandya, but I have been blown away by Dinesh Karthik.
Yeah.
If
Fair
maybe
call.
one of the uncapped, if they want Mr. IPL, I would pick Ayush Badoni. One of the uncapped.
Uncapped guys. Yeah.
Ayush Badoni.
Uncapped Rahul Tripathi.
Yeah, he's also uncapped actually.
Yeah. But this is Badoni's first year. Tripathi's been there since
Yeah, so
17.
say first year.
For 5 seasons he's been there. No.
Yeah, but
RPS,
just say
KKR and
first year player.
First year, yeah.
First year then yeah.
No,
Okay.
RR also.
Last comment, Vedant Garg is saying, Nikhil sir, just look at the irony. The last time Shikhar captained full time in a match in IPL was against Punjab in 2014.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Today
He was
captaining-
Also for SRH. For SRH against Punjab. Now
Yeah.
he's doing it for Punjab against SRH.
Wow.
Brilliant.
Wow.
Nice.
What a coincidence. Thank you so much, Vedant, for that
Brilliant,
stat.
Okay, prediction time.
Oh, this is a very tough one. SRH and PBKs are making 175.
Okay. Punjab, they are making 190 and they are winning it.
I had refused to pick a winner. It was 50-50, but now Mayank is out. So, you know, that margin, like one nose ahead, I'll give to SRH. Score for...
Random alert coming up.
This is Brabant, right? What are they playing? No, Wankhede.
This is no. I think it's DY Patil.
Could be DY Patil.
Okay.
Yeah, DY Patil.
DY Patil. I'm going with... Yeah, 17... You've said what?
190.
I picked 175.
Okay, I'll go 170 then.
170.
170
SRH.
by Saraswati Ma ka Sakshat Roop Nikhil.
175 by the guy who never gets it right.
175 by the guy who has predicted everything wrong till now.
Only score. Please clarify score. I have already broken my jinx.
Who's got a success rate of predicting the winner? The success rate is at 3%, 4%, something 5% maybe. Something like that.
6.
Anyway,
Single digit. That's all
we'll
I
see
get.
you guys in the mid innings break.
Bye.
Bye. See you. Bye.
Shot by Shikhar.